Hi guys! Today I did a Flashback Friday type video where I used products that aren't really talked about anymore, used to be really hyped up, but just get pushed to the back of the drawer because new products are constantly coming out. So I did a neutral eye, neutral lip, and did something just really fast that I do on a daily basis as a mom, and I don't have a lot of time to get ready. So if I wasn't recording, this would really take me maybe 20 minutes. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, make sure to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up and any video suggestions that you would like to see. Hi. What are you doing? You want to give me a hug? Thank you. That was so cute. Okay, so to get started, I am just going to pin my hair back so it stays out of my face. And I already did my skincare and everything, so I'm gonna go in with the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in the shade 7 Cream Chamois, and I'm going to mix that with the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Long Wear High Cover Foundation, and I'm in the shade 6. This is a little too light for me, and the Clinique is a little too yellow, so I like mixing them. So I'm just going to go along my face with the Clinique. And if I keep looking over here, I have a mirror to look into. And then I'm just going to blend it out with some of the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric. I use two different kinds of concealer. I'm going to first go in with the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum concealer in the shade, I have no idea, because it has nothing on it. I'm pretty sure I got light. But I just like to put this in the inner corner and down the sides of my nose. And then I take my Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer in the shade Light Ivory. And this is a little bit darker than that. And I just like to put it in the corners of my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, along the bottom of my lower lip, and my chin. And I'm going to spray my beauty blender, or my beauty sponge, with the Makeup Mist and Set by E.L.F. and blend that out. To set my under eye and the places I place concealer, I'm going to take the RMS Beauty, the RMS Beauty Unpowder Powder. I can't bake my under eyes because my under eyes are too dry for that. So I just take a Wet n Wild, or a crown brush, fluffy brush like this, and I just pat it in. Then to set the rest of my face, I take a big Wet n Wild fluffy brush and the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. And now I'm going to move on to my brows. And I'm going to be using the E.L.F. brow pencil in neutral brown. Okay, brows are done. Now I'm back. Since we're doing like the Flashback Friday kind of theme, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Natural Matte Neutral Eyeshadow. And this is the original. And I'm also going to use some colors from the Becca Aprés Ski Glow collection. I loved this. I know Tati had said in her product fails that she didn't like it, but I love this palette. It's one of my favorites. I still use it, and I'm actually going to be using the face palette too. So first, going into the Natural Matte palette, I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush by Crown, and this is just their crease brush. I've had it for so long you can't even see what's written on it, but it's a natural haired white bristle brush, and I'm first going to go in to the color Nudie, tap off the excess, and I'm going to keep this on the outer part of the eye and blend up slightly. These shadows are a little more powdery, so you do need to tap off your brush before going straight to your eye. Then doing the same to the other eye. I'm just starting on the outer corner and slightly blending up into the crease, but not going more than halfway in. I like to keep my shadows more on the outer part of my eye because it just opens up my eyes a little bit more. Now with that same brush, I'm going to go into Cashmere Bunny, which is right here. And same thing, just keeping it a little bit lower this time. Okay, now going into the Becca Eyes palette, I'm going to take this color right here on a E.L.F blending eye brush. It's more tapered than the other brush, so I'm just going to dip into that, and I'm placing this right on the outer part of the eyelid, slightly blending into the crease. Then with that same brush, I'm going to go into this more red color and place this more towards the middle of the eyelid, blending into the darker shades on the outer. Okay, now back to the Too Faced Natural Matte palette. And I like to use, where is it? A Crown C440 Angle Shadow. And I'm going to take Heaven and Lace Teddy mixed together and put them on my brow bone and also the inner part of my lid. Now back to the first blending brush we used. I'm just going to blend those together and bring it in just a tiny bit. For the inner corner, I am going to use that same angled brush and this white shade in the middle. This color is so pretty. Then for the lower lash line, I'm going to take a Maybelline angled brush and take Sexpresso and just line really close to the lash line on the outer corner. Not bringing it further than halfway in. Then with that E.L.F brush, the pointed crease brush, I'm going to mix the brown and the red shades we used in the outer corner and just blend under the eyes. And connect it to the outer corner. And I do like to bring my shadows a little further down because I have creasing that happens underneath my eyes, and that helps cover it a little bit. So now back to the face. I'm going to go in with the Becca Aprés Ski Glow face palette, and I'm going to use, if I can get it open, Bronze Bondi just to bronze up the face, and I'm using a Luxie 504 large angled. I'm just going to tap this on the cheekbones, up into the hairline a little bit right here, and then just above the brow bone up here. I don't really go in the middle of my forehead because I don't like to look like I have a bronzer helmet that you see a lot. I'm not about that look. I almost dropped it. This color is so nice. It does pull a little bit on the warmer or reddish side, so you do have to go in very lightly and just build it up because it can get a little muddy. But as long as you're light-handed with it, it comes out really beautiful. And I just like to bring that over the top of my nose. Then to contour, I'm going to take my Hoolah bronzer and this Laura Geller dual-ended brush, and I don't know what the point of the sponge is, but I'm going to go in with the angled side and use my Hoolah bronzer just to lightly contour. And I'm also going to bring that into my hairline just to blend them together. Okay. My son wants to take his shoes off. He just came in from playing outside. And I'm going to go down the sides of my nose because I have a big crooked nose and underneath. I don't really bother going in and trying to contour with this because there's no fixing it. There's no way to hide this nose. Okay. Now for highlight, I am going to go in with the BH Cosmetics number 7 brush. It came in the studded collection. And I am going to mix rose quartz and opal. I'm just going to dip into both of them and hit the tops of my cheekbones. And then just right above here. And the same on the other side. Here, down the bridge of my nose, a little in the forehead, Cupid's bow, my youngest is just waking up from his morning nap, so I really need to hurry. Now for blush, I'm going to stay in the same palette, the Becca palette. I'm going to take, where's my brush? Oh, I'm pretty sure this was a Wet n Wild brush. I don't know. But I'm going to mix blushed copper and the rose or winterberry. So blushed copper, winterberry, and I'm gonna hit a little bit into the rose quartz and mix it. Now back to that bronze Bondi. I'm just gonna take it under my jawline a little bit, bronze up everything so that it matches my chest. All right, I'm going to spray my face with the E.L.F Mist and Set. Tap it in with my beauty blender or my beauty sponge. I'm going to use the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this, and this mascara, you guys, is so good. So good. I mean, look at that. Look at the difference. Okay, mascara is done. Now for lips, I'm going to line my lips with the NYX lip liner in Natural. I mean, I love this. It's so itty bitty. I'm gonna need a new one soon. And I always start with my bottom lip. And color in the corners. Then I'm going to go in with the O.C.C Lip Tar in the color Hush. It's just a really light pink. And I fell in love with this when I saw, I can't remember if it was Pixie Woo or Lisa Eldridge. I'm pretty sure it was Lisa Eldridge. She used this in the Baby Bridget Bardot makeup tutorial she did, and I had to have it, and I bought it. And I have not used this in forever. But since we're doing a Flashback Friday of makeup products, I thought I would bring it back. So I'm just going to focus this in the middle of the lip. And tap it in with my finger. Then I'm just going to go over with my lip liner. Okay, that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave this a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave any videos. So here's the final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please make sure to subscribe, give this a thumbs up, and leave any other videos. I'm a weirdo. Okay, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and leave any video suggestions down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!